Yes guys, FIFA Buddy here, welcome back to another live stream on the channel, and we're back with the Manchester United Football Manager 2023 career mode. So without further ado, let's get into Football Manager right now. Fade in, and as you can see, the first game of today's episode is against Liverpool. So it's a tough start, and it's one of the difficult games this season. And as you can see, we'll take a look at that in just a minute. Last episode, we lost 3-2 to Celtic in the Champions League, lost to West Ham 2-1, but then smashed Middlesbrough 5-0, PSV 3-0, Crystal Palace 3-2, and then PSG by 4-2. In today's video, we finished the month of December for the January transfer window next episode. So we have Liverpool, Villa, West Ham, Arsenal, Bournemouth and Brentford all in today's video. So it's an action-packed video, so if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. The support is brilliant. If you're new around here, make sure to do that as well. And hope you all enjoy today's video. So then, the first real business of today's video is Alejandro Garnacho has signed a new deal at Manchester United as a build-up to the game at Anfield, which could go either way. If you saw my Tottenham career mode, that was out like 2 weeks ago maybe. We got smashed by them, and that was kind of it for the Tottenham career mode. We knew we were going to get sacked anyway, so we kind of stopped it there. But let's hope that this is not going to be the last game. De Gea is out for 4 weeks, which is going to be a blow. We're going to have to look to bring a goalkeeper in on a free transfer because the window's closed, so we cannot do any other business. We have to bring a goalkeeper in for absolutely nothing. Is there any free agents available to get? Pablo from Ibiza. Maybe it have to be Heaton or... Yeah, it's going to have to be Tom Heaton for this. Or no, Dean Henderson, I guess, because Dean Henderson's had experience playing against Liverpool. It was a 4-2 defeat, but that doesn't really matter, does it? Ahmad and Lindelof also out injured, so of course, as some people have been putting in the live chat over the past few weeks, we have been losing lots of players to injuries. And as you can see there, did we win the FA Cup last year? Somehow we won the FA Cup last year. I'm pretty sure it's because the cups are randomised, but I guess we won the FA Cup instead of the Carabao Cup, so that's probably why we were in the Community Shield. So then press conference, positive. That's all we can do. We need to look forward to this game and be excited, but also expect to have business. Oh, the Champions League round of 16. Draw is going to be done today as well. Hugo Sanchez. No, I've never heard of him anyway. Let's start this draw. It's PSG, and we can't play them, and they play Real Madrid. Milan play Manchester United, so we face AC Milan in the next round of the Champions League. That will be scheduled later on. And the third round of the FA Cup, Chris Hughton's going to be the host for this one. Hull versus Ipswich, Blackburn, Villa, Preston, Coventry. Let's just skip to our team. We've got a home draw against Huddersfield Town. I'll take that. I guess we should beat Huddersfield, and we'll see when that. I think that'll be in January. That'll be one of the first games in January. Here it is, after City and Burnley. So then, let's see what we can do in this game. And it's going to be Dean Henderson or Tom Heaton. This is the decision. We're going to compare him with Dean Henderson, and pretty much there's 1, 2, 3, 4 Dean Henderson, no 5 that Dean Henderson's best with. So yeah, Dean Henderson's going to get the benefit of the doubt for this game. Varane's not 100% fit, so he won't actually. We'll start Varane. I thought Lindelof might have been injured, but obviously it wasn't him. It must have been someone else. Anthony's still out. Alanga's out. It was Fernandez, sorry, not Lindelof. He's out. So this is going to be the team. It looks like Van der Beek's going to continue starting at Cam, and he's not been too bad of a replacement for of course, Bruno Fernandes. So then, we get into this game against Liverpool Anfield, and as you can see, it's an extremely strong side. Without Darwin Núñez, he's on the bench, and same for Cody Gakpo, which shows the squad depth Liverpool have. Also, it's a big day for Gilberto and Mitchell playing at fullbacks. Virgil van Dijk. Well, after 10 minutes, it's still 0-0 and we kept it tight, so I'm happy with that. As Diaz slipped in behind Gilberto, but it's shot out for a goal kick to Manchester United. Another chance here for Liverpool. Salah looking for Henderson, it's cleared. Ramos. Casemiro. Mitchell. Maybe we could have a highlight here. Rashford. Really good feet, and it's an alright ball to Sancho, who's almost found a way in behind the Liverpool defence. Marcus Rashford did really, really well there. Casemiro is going to be wearing the armband until Bruno Fernandes comes back as Salah slips in Jota, who finds the opening goal in this game. And it's the Portuguese midfielder, Diogo Jota with the goal. He's playing up front today, probably a winger, but in natural position, but Salah slips him in. I don't know whether it was Varane or Martinez that lost him, but it's into the roof of the net. Henderson couldn't do anything about it, and Liverpool take the lead after 12 minutes in this game. We've just not done anything well this game, and again it's another highlight for Liverpool. And it's a corner Robertson's going to take, and it's going to be headed in by Virgil van Dijk for his 6th goal this season, and Liverpool make it 2-0 after 25 minutes, and it's Virgil van Dijk with the goal. Just really poor defending so far, and you can't come to Anfield and play like this. Varane's been poor, but you can't just blame it on one person. No one's been good yet. We need to get into the game a bit more. Salah. Keita. Diaz, saved by Henderson. And then Mitchell can get it away. Mitchell's been our best player today, and then followed by Rashford. But apart from him, no one else has really been good. It's going to go long from Henderson. It's going to be won back by Van Dijk. Vitinha does well. Varane. Casemiro. Martinez. We seem to struggle playing away from home this season as Rashford's tackled by Alexander-Arnold, but Mitchell overtakes him and then finds Ramos, who's got to be scoring that one, and that just shows the confidence that Ramos is lacking at the moment. And you can probably see at the other end here, Liverpool have a chance with a header, and this time Varane does well, but Van der Beek probably shouldn't have headed it like that. He probably could have controlled it. Salah, across, goal, and I think it was Martinez with the block, and it's out for a goal kick. So we've settled into the game. We are 2-0 down, but since Van Dijk put Liverpool 2 up, we have settled in, and at half-time it's 2-0 Liverpool. I think I'm going to take either Ramos, Van der Beek or Sancho off. I'm going to take Sancho off and bring on Alejandro Garnacho, and that's going to be my only change. Of course, Liverpool have a chance already after 30 seconds. Van Dijk, Thiago, Henderson. Henderson! Saved by Henderson, Dean Henderson, and Robertson. Goes back to Van Dijk, who finds Thiago and the move dies out. Ramos is going to come off now. He's just been really, really poor, and Anthony Martial's going to come on. It's not the best substitution, but he's a better only option that we've got. Van der Beek's going to have to come off now, and Eriksen's going to come on, and Casemiro's on a yellow card, so he's going to come off as well, and Rashford also is going to be replaced by Fred, who's going to play on the left. So it's not been a bad second half. We've kept it 0-0 in the second half. Just again, striker issues as we've not even had a shot on target this game. As Varane can head away to Jordan Henderson! You don't save them, It's an excellent goal from Jordan Henderson. And it is 3-0 to Liverpool. What a bad day for Manchester United. Matip, Alexander-Arnold. Fred's not even pressing and he's fresh off the bench and he's going to get sent off here. And he has. Just going from bad to worse here as Fred's now been dismissed. Martinez has been horrific today. I guess Mitchell's been alright. Henderson's been good, I guess, for filling for De Gea. But at full time, it's Liverpool 3, United 0, and a really, really poor performance. It sees us finish with 10 men, and it means that we stay fourth. Fred are going to miss the Aston Villa game coming up next. If it is, I guess we can fine him one week's wages, and we're not going to appeal. We've had this incident already this season with red cards, and I'm kind of used to it now because, as you can see, Liga Martinez got a red card as well. So and now we've got to try and beat. Was an offer for Henderson from Saudi Arabia. Al Ahil will ask for 20 million, which they're not going to pay. So we've got Aston Villa and West Ham. They're key games that we really have to win. And I'm worried that if we lose to Aston Villa, that we won't be able to get back from it because we are inconsistent at Manchester United, and that's something that in real life we aren't, to be honest. But under me, we seem to be a bit inconsistent and a bit shaky. Press conference then before the Villa game. It's going to be interesting team selection wise. I think we're going to have to bench Martinez. It's going to be maybe looking here. Gilberto, Henderson and Martial with the worst training. I think we give Dean Henderson the benefit of the doubt in goal because of Dean Henderson's poor training. And I'm also going to bench Ramos, which means that Rashford's going to move up front. I'm also going to be playing McTominay. These are all ideas anyway, so Ramos is going to be benched and it's going to be Anthony going to be playing. And it's going to look like this. And then McTominay in for Vitinha. And that's probably the best team we can do for this game, including because the players that were last game were not good enough. So this is the best team, and we have to go out and win this game. And under the lights at Old Trafford, we have to beat Aston Villa. Lindelof, Sutalo, Casemiro's heavy touch, and he's giving it away to Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz, McTominay can clear, and then so does Casemiro to Sancho. Playing on the left today, Jadon Sancho. He's done really well to get past a lot of tackles as well, but then goes back to Tyrell Malacia. He does well to put a ball in, but Anthony kind of runs away from it and Mings clears. Watkins, Coutinho, and Anthony does well there to win it back for United. Can we counter-attack here? Sutalo, Casemiro, he can play them over the top, but that's a simple one to Van der Beek, who slides in. Marcus Rashford, who makes it 1-0 Manchester United after 2 minutes on the clock. It's excellent play from Rashford and Van der Beek, and we take the lead, like I said, after 2 minutes, and it's United 1, Villa 0 in this Premier League tie under the lights at Old Trafford. Aston Villa have not had a bad game. Like, none of their players have been poor. They've all got about 6.7s. I'm pretty sure all of them do, apart from Traore and Coutinho. And our players have been just maybe a bit better, but average ratings, we're above Villa because we have 3 on 7s because of the goal, as we could push forward for a second goal here with Diogo Dalot, who goes to Sutalo, Casemiro, and we slow the game down again. Lindelof, Malacia over the top to Rashford. Rashford, it's cut out. Van der Beek. What is Matty Cash doing? And Donny Van der Beek, it's probably one of the easiest goals he's ever had to score. He just nicks it off Matty Cash and it's into the back of the net. It's pretty good from Malasic. An excellent ball over the top. Rashford drags it a bit too wide. And then Mings tackles it. Then look at this. He just tries to turn out from his goal. Martinez should be claiming that. So maybe he's got a mistake on his half as well. But Donny van der Beek makes it 2-0 to Manchester United. And no one in Old Trafford is complaining about that. Mings. Villa have looked shaky playing out from the back. Douglas Luiz. Coutinho. Traore. Van der Beek doesn't do enough. Matty Cash off the post. And it's out for a corner. That was brilliant from Aston Villa and brilliant from Matty Cash. And maybe that just deserved a goal. Buendia. Into the box. And Rashford, I think, clears. And that's the end of that highlight. Another corner for Villa. Diego Carlos saved twice by Heaton. And Casemiro clears back out to Buendia. Kamara. McTominay tackles twice. That's really, really well done from the Scotsman. And that's why I played him, because he's just not afraid to get in there. Anthony's been poor, though, today so far. Rashford. Casemiro. Goes for goal. Probably not unnecessary to go for goal there, as Rashford goes out to Casemiro. This time, is he going to find the cross? He's going to go to Sutalo. He plays in Anthony. He plays Rashford! That's brilliant from Anthony to find Rashford. And that's brilliant play from Manchester United. And this is why Marcus Rashford is playing up front. Because he can tuck them home like this. Something that Ramos has not done enough this season. And it's United 3, Villa 0. And it's brilliant play from Rashford and Anthony at half time. Maybe Casemiro's the first one to come off. Or Anthony. Because of fitness. I think that's what we're going to do now. Casemiro off, and I'm going to bring on Eriksen, Anthony off, and I'm going to bring on Anthony Martial. But Martial's going to go on the right. I'm not going to make Rashford move from up front because he's done really, really well this game. McTominay's picked up an injury, and it looks like he's going to have to come off for Vitinha. That's not the end of the world. And now Van der Beek doesn't look like he can continue either. So it's going to be Ramos on. And we're going to have to push up with 2 up front. And move Rashford and Sancho onto the wings. And do this. Then this. There we go. This means that our midfield is very open. As Vitinha looks to play Van der Beek in. But the subs should probably be made now as the ball is out of play. And there you have it. The subs have been made. And I think Sancho still needs to come on. But we've run out of intervals because of the injury from McTominay. I wasn't expecting to have to take him off this game. But hey-ho. Not Dean Henderson. Tom Heaton. Oh, Martial's got an injury. It's fine. Tom Heaton's on a clean sheet at the moment. He's done really, really well today. Chambers. Slides in Buendia. McGinn. Douglas Luiz! I thought that went in for a second, but it was just the sub boards coming up. 5 minutes to go. We got a free kick to make it 4-0 maybe. As Eriksen looks to find Sutalo, but Quansah can clear. Dalot keeps it alive and swings it back in, but Luca Dean can clear to Douglas Luiz. McGinn, this is going to be a counter-attack for Villa. And it's a lovely ball over the top to find Bertrand Traore. He finds Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz off the bar and out for a goal kick to Manchester United. And surely now that'll be full time. And it is now. And it's a 3-0 victory for Manchester United at home. And we're back to winning ways in the best possible way, as we move up to 3rd place and overtake Newcastle United, who lost to Arsenal today. Martial's out for 4 to 10 days. Christophe Galtier wants Van der Beek. I don't think he'll be going. Rashford was really, really good. And now West Ham, I think we'll sim the West Ham game. It's really difficult to choose which ones to sim and play. But looking at it, we'll play West Ham and then we'll just send Bournemouth and Brentford. That seems that'll work. And then play Arsenal as well. So we're going to play the first 4 games today, and that'll be the only 4 games that we play today. The Carabao Cup quarter-finals as we face West Ham United. I'd love to beat West Ham and get to the final and win the trophy like we did in real life, and maybe that will be possible. I'm going to play Hannibal Medjbri in this game, as well as Anthony Elanga if he's fit, and Eric Bailly, because I want to see some of these players play. And this is what it looks like. Who would we play up front? We could play Van der Beek as a false 9. Or just play without a striker, I guess. He's going to have to be an advanced playmaker though, so he's going to basically be the striker and pack the midfield. No, we might as well just play Pastry up front. There we go. It's a strong side. We've still got the likes of Anthony in there, Tom Heaton, Gilberto, Lindelof, Malacia, Vitinha, McTominay. It's a strong side for West Ham United as well. But it's time to get revenge for their 2-1 win, against us that they scored in the 92nd minute last episode. This has been the only football that Eric Bailly has seen this season. He's just seen 2 games played in the Carabao Cup, but he's going to be playing again today as Anthony steps over this free kick, shoots, saved by Areola and out for a corner. That would have been excellent if that was in from Anthony. Vitinha with the corner. Into the box, and Areola's going to claim that. Hannibal's had a good game. He's had a shot on target. Tom Heaton's been good. Tom Heaton's going to be playing a lot of games because of the injury to David De Gea. He's probably going to play every single game this month. Pellistри's been quiet up front. Maybe we call on Ramos later on in the game. Hannibal, McTominay. Good play, but Pellistri gives it away. Bailly wins it back. Hannibal, Malacia, McTominay, Pellistri. Hannibal. Again, the youngsters are not doing their jobs at the moment as Rice goes out to Emerson. Vlasic. Bowen! West Ham take the lead. Where's Malacia's marking? And we have not got our revenge on West Ham United, and they take the lead. This is ridiculous. Anthony is one of the worst players on the pitch at the moment, and he's probably the best player on the pitch. And Pellistri's off, Hannibal's off, Rashford's on, Pellistri's off, Ramos is on. You have to make these changes now. Malacia off, Wan-Bissaka on. This is just ridiculous now. We need to win this game. We can't be knocked out of the cup in the quarter-finals. Van der Beek's had to go off injured, which means I'm going to risk bringing on Anthony Martial in this game. And you've got to take risks for Manchester United, and that's what Anthony Martial is going to have to do today. Because we're losing to West Ham United in the Carabao Cup. This cannot be happening. Anthony's the next player to be replaced, this time by Elanga. And it's another chance of West Ham United. Rice, Keha, Vlasic, Rice, Tuanzebe, Keha, Vlasic, Tuanzebe, Keha. Areola. West Ham are dominating Manchester United on our own turf as well, which is really embarrassing. Bowen, Rice, Emerson, Vlasic, Lindelof intercepts. Now United can attack. Ramos, Martial, Anthony Martial. He's so bad, Anthony Martial. He's got to be scoring and stuff like that. And we've been all over West Ham United, but we can't get that goal. We can't be out of the cup already. Wan-Bissaka's just got absolutely bodied by Scamacca. Emerson, Keha, Fornals, Rice, Tunzebi. He's going to be getting a win against his old club today. Zuma. Really poor from Gilberto. Oh, come on. This is ridiculous. This is Manchester United. And Eric Bailly just running, jumping and tripping people up. This is stupid. From Eric Bailly, leave the club. He needs to leave. Martial needs to leave. All of these players that are mediocre, that can get out of Manchester United because they're ruining the club and they're making us get out of the FA Cup. And it's 2-0 West Ham United. And it's just really, really poor defending. This time by Eric Bailly. And this is just stupid from Manchester United. And we need to be refunding our fans for this, just being knocked out of the cup by West Ham United. We've got a corner. Vitinha. Rashford. That's got to be going in from Marcus Rashford. It's a poor delivery in and everyone's just too tired to play. It's like they can't be bothered. And I wouldn't be surprised if West Ham make it 3-0 here. But Gilberto does well, to be honest, to him. Vitinha. Plays in Elanga, but Elanga just has no willing power to get the ball. He can't be bothered either. And if players don't give 110%, they can leave Manchester United. As Rashford, you can see he's given 110% as he wins it back. And feeds Martial in and he scores. There's no point getting the ball because you're not going to score again this game. The referee did not disallow this one, but I don't see us scoring, and we are out of the Carabao Cup because of the stupid mistake from Eric Bailly, and those that made those mistakes are going to get criticised. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have to tell them they were bad because they made us lose this game. Van der Beek's out for 3 to 6 weeks. And now we've got Arsenal coming up and we've got to play at the Emirates with a team that's weakened without Fernandes, without Van der Beek. Let's just pray that Bruno Fernandes is going to be in for this game. All the Saudi clubs want Dean Henderson, but none of them want to pay the 20 million price tag that we are sticking on him. But we have to beat Bournemouth. Arsenal's a must-win as well. I doubt we'll do it though. This is why Eric Bailly's not good enough to be a Manchester United player, because he makes stupid decisions like that, which sends us out of cup competitions, and he needs to learn one day that he's not Manchester United quality, and finally he's learned it, because I'm not going to be playing him anymore this season after what I've seen from him today. But we need to see a turnaround in form and a reaction to a really negative performance last game. With a really good one against Arsenal, and take all 3 points. Fernandes is back, which is the best news I've heard in this video so far. And this is the team. It looks really strong. On paper, we should be beating Arsenal. Take a look at their team. They haven't really got any signings in there at all, apart from... No, that's it actually. It's just Tom Heaton. We're going to have to protect him because he's not our first choice goalkeeper. So he's not going to have the experience of playing against the big teams. So we need to have Varane, Martinez, Darlow, Mitchell, Casemiro and that. Just protecting Tom Heaton. Saka does well for Arsenal, and so does Partey to get away from Eriksen, Jesus, Jorginho, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Gabriel, Zinchenko for Arsenal, Smith Rowe. It's poor defending from United. We're not getting close enough to our men, and we're letting Arsenal have time on the ball, and they can just ping one over the top with Jorginho or Odegaard, as Jesus has done just what I was saying. And Mitchell's out the game. Saka! Brilliant save from Tom Heaton. Don't know what Mitchell and Martinez are doing there, but that's excellent. That's stunning from Tom Heaton. Casemiro's been really woeful this game. But a negative start for Manchester United after the first 15 minutes. Ben White, Gabriel, and the move ends there. But yeah, excellent save from Tom Heaton. Rashford's been alright as well. But we need to see us have some highlights and maybe get the first goal in this game. Martinez. Varane. Into Casemiro. Martinez. Mitchell. Eriksen. It's a poor ball to Sancho, but Diogo Dalot can pick it up and find Eriksen again. He's got given a ball away again. Christian Eriksen, it's just this rubbish from Christian Eriksen. He's just not at the standards that he used to be, and he's giving the ball away cheaply. If Arsenal score here, Eriksen's off the pitch. He's coming off at half-time because you cannot do stuff like that in a Man United shirt and get away with it. Casemiro's been dreadful as well, so one of those two is definitely going to be coming off at half-time. Probably Sancho as well, unless Eriksen can do something in this corner, and he can't, and it's cleared away. It doesn't beat the first man. Eriksen again. Finds Sancho. Sancho! Rashford! Ramsdale in no man's land. But Marcus Rashford puts Manchester United in front. Jadon Sancho, that's excellent from him. It's good from Eriksen as well to find Sancho. But it's a really, really creative assist from Sancho. And we take the lead 1-0 at half-time. We're going to bring on Scott McTominay for Bruno Fernandes and play like this for the second half. And we need to hold on to this and keep 3 points. Fernandes is not fit enough to continue playing. As you can see, he's poor in fitness, and we need another defensive-minded player to shut the game off for this game. Gabriel. Zinchenko. Anthony's warming up. Partey. Jesus. Saliba. Odegaard. Jorginho. Gabriel. Odegaard. Looking for Smith Rowe, but Diogo Dalot does well to find Heaton, and he goes long. Rashford ducks on the header, which is really poor from him, but Mitchell was excellent to get there in front of Saka, and now Man United have the ball. Eriksen. Again, he's off. Christian Eriksen, that's the last straw. I've had it with Christian Eriksen this game, giving the ball away, and that was almost 1-1 because of a stupid Christian Eriksen mistake, and I'm so truthful to my word, and Eriksen is now off the pitch, with Vitinha coming on. Jorginho, Thomas Partey, Smith Rowe. Zinchenko, Jorginho, Smith Rowe, Saka, White. This is poor, and Jesus has scored. It's just typical Manchester United defending. They're all over the show. They can't keep a defensive line. Martinez, Varane, Mitchell and Darlow are all under par this season, and they've all been at fault for a goal this season, and it's just unacceptable for a Manchester United team. As Sancho looks to find Ramos and Saka can clear. Varane just over the bar. He's got to look to get that back into the box there. Dalot. We can make it 2-1 here. We've been the better side in this game, but Sancho's got to stop messing about with it. But he goes back to Diogo Dalot. That's good from Dalot to get through Smith Rowe. But then the pass is really poor from Diogo Dalot. But Varane does well. But this is just simple stuff like passing a ball that we're struggling to do at the moment. Martinez. Mitchell. Anthony. Ramos! How has that not gone in? It's brilliant defending. I don't know who it was in the end, but that's surely Ramos has got to be scoring that. As Sancho puts one in and Ramsdale can save. Sancho's going to be the next player to be replaced, and it's going to be Elanga. Casemiro also off. And we're going to play Victor Lindelof at DM. Zinchenko, Smith Rowe, Partey, Gabriel. We'll just move Lindelof and McTominay around. Gabriel, Saliba, Odegaard, Tomiyasu, Vieira. Tomiyasu, no one's picking him up again. No, there's no Casemiro. Casemiro has to be there because if Mitchell goes to the man, the midfielder has to slot in at the back. And that's really poor again from United. Arsenal look like they're going to score any minute now as Tomiyasu comes forward. This is Anthony's man. He's got to stay with him, and he doesn't. And Jesus! And I think it was just wide. 5 minutes to go. We've got to go all out attack now because we've got nothing to lose. If we lose the game, we're not going to go anywhere else in the table. Odegaard plays it over the top. Martinelli! Oh, it happens every single game. What is Diogo Dalot doing? This man is just an idiot. He's there. He seems to always be there. And he's letting his man go. Varane doesn't care. Martinez doesn't care. Heaton doesn't care. None of them seem to care about this result. And that's why we're losing, because there's no passion and there's no work rate from these players. And we've lost to Arsenal, fair and square. Just really poor defensive errors again. And that's why we're not winning. And this is a really tricky challenge now. We've lost 2 of our last 2 games. And we have to beat Bournemouth and Brentford or our job's going to be on the line, isn't it? And if we don't beat Bournemouth and Brentford, I'm going to resign as Manchester United manager because this is not acceptable from myself or from the players. And we'll have to wait maybe for another job if we don't beat those 2 sides. We've got to beat Bournemouth, and then next game we've got City. Next episode, we've got Manchester City. Press conference, we're going to miss it again. And we're just going to get into the Bournemouth game, sim it. Yes, finally, we can find a way for Eric Bailly to leave the club, as 4 clubs want him, so it's not even like 1 does, so we can't reject all 4, surely. Full-time scorer against Bournemouth. How are we drawing with AFC Bournemouth? This is ridiculous. This is shocking from Manchester United. If we lose to Brentford, I'm going to leave Manchester United because this is not how Manchester United should be playing. We should not be drawing with Bournemouth at home. We've got to beat Brentford away. This is getting ridiculous now. We're going to miss this press conference as well so we can get into this Brentford game. And here we go. For our future as Manchester United manager, De Gea's back in goal. Can we beat Brentford? No. Again, it's another dreadful result away from home. And that means that we're down to 5th in the table, and quite rightly so, because this team is a bunch of clowns at the moment and this needs to turn around next episode if we want to stay at Manchester United. So make sure to like and subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you guys in the next stream.